Making friends with the neighbors.
Yeah. Okay. Can you just go? Okay. Cool.
Is this a good distance?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Okay. You sound a lot louder in the mic than me.
Because you do this, right? Now you go back and talk and then go in.
Yeah. Should I be closer to get more of your?
It's up to you. I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of has their own thing. It's good to hear you for sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But we've been recording this whole time.
Oh, perfect.
Kind of a little bit of intro, but your brother's kind of lagging here.
He's fucking.
Oh man. Okay. Quick intro. That brings up the swear jar.
So
that's gonna be loud. So yeah, if you do get loud, yeah. So we might as well jump to the swear jar.
True.
We're gonna intro in a second here, but yeah. So we're gonna try to do a PC podcast.
Yeah.
Literally PC podcast.
Two of the three of us are actually school teachers.
We have two responsible people in the room.
Yeah. And even though school's out, learning never stops.
Yeah. For sure, man. Influence is huge. Okay, so
words of wisdom.
We're gonna get this on track. So this is casual with me, Ryan Proctor, and I have the Dontas brothers here, Kevin and Kris. That's Kris and that's Kevin. The reason why we're here today is because the three of us were two Dontas, one Proctor, and we made a video for the 72-hour Filmmaker Showdown, which is a Whistler event that's happened for like 20 years as part of the Ski and Snowboard Festival. And you have 72 hours to make a film.
Yeah.
And it was our first foray, or mine anyway, into making a video, even for you guys in this contest.
Yeah.
So I had been in once before, but
Right.
only as a actor.
But you got People's Choice that time.
We
right?
did, yeah.
Yeah, legit.
He's a glorified actor.
I am.
Cool.
I'm a decorated actor.
That's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for. Thank you.
So we're going to, rather than take this a long intro, I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and play this video, and we're going to talk over it while we're playing it, and then we'll just put it in the screen small where we go. So the video is called Benched, everybody, and you'll see it in a second once you play it, but we're going to just kind of talk over it for a bit. We might pause it. If it doesn't work out, deal with it.
Blame Vimeo.
Yeah, sure, blame Vimeo. So we're going to watch it here, but we'll definitely flip it around and do the video magic when these guys help me do video magic.
It's been a while since I've watched this.
Me too.
It's kind of fun,
I
actually.
watched it the other day.
Oh. You just by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just going to watch it and just talk, right? We don't have anything. Yeah, we'll laugh at ourselves.
The whole premise of the challenge was 72 hours to film a video 3 to 5 minutes long within a 100-kilometer-an-hour radius of Whistler.
100-kilometer-an-hour radius.
Mm-hmm. It's a speed thing.
Speed thing. Yeah.
100-kilometer radius.
Faster than.
As the crow flies. That's a technical note.
True. Yeah.
So you can,
if you can get on a mountain.
if you know a crow.
Yeah.
And you can fly with it, you can go 100 kilometers away.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We did so many of these intro shots.
Dude, I think
you guys walked up and down there quite a few times.
Yeah. You know what's cool is I'm actually gonna leave the volume off because when we watch the video,
perfect.
You won't even. We're gonna know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
When it plays.
This was honestly my favorite shot. I loved how long and awkward it took to do these.
Yeah.
I wish that the clicking sound was louder. We talked about this a bunch.
Yeah.
And I wish it was louder. And you know what's funny is I noticed the blowing of the nose, it's a bit off. Because I do this before I make the noise in my head. And then you edit it, which is perfect because it's fixed it.
Because you're squiggly.
Yeah. And then I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I mean, I've never acted before.
I guess you win some, you lose some.
And this is all, one camera. So we had to go
big plans today?
one side, talk,
I gotta take care of some errands.
talk, switch angles again.
What? Me too.
You know what? I'm going to do this because I need to sync the audio.
I can hardly keep track of them.
But
I keep them up here.
Maybe it won't
I also keep
work.
them right here.
So, what kind of errands are you taking care of today?
The usual.
Man, I love
a ton of
at
groceries.
the end of this little
I hit the
segment
post
when you
office
flip back
and
your
the bank.
notebook and it goes, you
And
can
take care
actually
of the
hear
little
it snap.
Yeah. I think that part was great.
I'm taking my grandma
Yeah.
to CrossFit.
Yeah.
If she makes it.
I think the problem
you?
was like
Just
trying to say if we didn't get the shot right, try to say it over again the right way.
Yeah.
Like, and then
Here we go.
when we first started this, I couldn't visualize what this would look like. You guys had a better idea like how it would look.
Yeah.
I just had like funny jokes. I didn't know how it would.
And that's why two Dontas, one Proctor works so well.
Yeah, for sure.
And here, this was so much fun.
Dude, the first thing, this was like once we nailed this, I was like, this is gonna be fine. We're gonna be good. It was this in the groomer shot that almost didn't go.
Yeah. And this particular errand was an awesome sport in his death.
Yeah.
Yeah, his arm flailing down makes this.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And just one long shot, and then the shirt. We'll show you the shirt. And we'll talk about it later. But this was
The shirt thing, that's so classic, man. I think it's people didn't notice the mustache come off that much.
Yeah, it was so quick.
You have to watch it. This you right on screen. I'm getting a beer.
Yeah.
You guys want one?
Yeah, I'll take one at the same time as the Red Bull.
Man, this was tricky because it got dark.
Yeah,
really quickly.
it was actually funny. The very first time we did this, I almost pulled Aaron off the road. Like, I came at him so hard, so vigorously, with like our first shot excitement.
This was funny too with Hogue because it was pouring rain. We're all walking up the hill with umbrellas. We're all getting like our feet soaked. We're all hunky-dory. Okay, Hogue,
Yeah.
just go lay down in that wet, sloshy snow. We're gonna go over here and film you.
I'm just cool with it, man.
Yeah, I can't believe she
Aaron the
stuck
Baron.
that out.
The funny thing was, when I saw her to sign the release, she was getting brand new gear, which would have been better for her to lay in the snow in. She was getting brand new gear
that's
that would have
funny.
been totally waterproof in Gore-Tex. But
Test it.
Here
yeah,
we
my
go.
fridge stinks. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
You know what?
Smells like
The
someone's.
viewers can't
I
smell
really
it.
don't
so
mind
it's
Aaron's.
But we got a video.
good. It's not the full
I
sensory.
hate Aaron's.
This part's funny, man.
Well, I mean, they get you outside.
It's funny how you're like-
interact
Oh,
with
this is
people.
where the
That's
puns
just a
start
great way
coming
to
out.
spend the
Yeah.
day.
I can almost hear it,
Yes.
even though the volume's off on this right
If
now.
there's too many errands.
Just try to mime it.
They
Yeah.
can kind of get away from you.
I gotta wash my hair once in a while.
Especially if you don't live there.
Yeah.
Find them.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Sometimes-
really creepy, actually.
I feel like I can't get to all my errands.
Yeah.
There's just so many
think it's,
errands.
And they pile up quickly.
I don't stack
We did
well.
that. What? I hate
You know, maybe I
errands
don't like
so
errands.
many times.
Oh my god, I actually.
The
yeah.
pan shots.
What?
I was kind of like, it was taking a long time, and I was like, this is gonna take forever. I was kind of like getting over some of the shots. To be honest, I was like, what is this for? But then the final.
Final's
final's
clearly,
so
the bus
funny,
isn't
man.
showing up here.
I was just,
So-
I was like
I'm
in my
gonna
head,
start
I'm like,
walking back and
gotta
get there when it
get
opens.
into.
Take it easy,
People's
Brian.
Yeah.
Wait,
well, that
what?
was it. That's
Yeah.
what we wanted.
How
It's
did
funny.
you-
We were filming the
What's
whole
your
thing.
name?
Our
This
whole
part-
goal
my
was-
name? Yeah, sorry.
name's
Oh, no,
Aaron.
this
This part worked out so
shot
well. Like this is all one shot, except for,
You're filming with your tongue.
dude, you crushed it for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the ideas are there, but you gotta make them look good, right?
Hey.
Like the backing off and.
Forgot your cake.
I mean,
The smirk
The
that
post
was
office and the
The
bank.
best
And take care of the little
explosion.
business.
Ever.
that's my grandfather's pocket watch.
This is
Which
like
is right here, by the way. It's right here. Yeah, I got a haircut for this too.
That, that,
Just before.
that slow motion, the explosion was like at 3 a.m. tracking it. So I
Dude.
was saying like, over it, it's done.
Trying to find explosions online was fun to me.
Yeah.
This one's great, and then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I was like, this one will work. Like, no, it won't. I'm like, it will. In my head, I'm like, it will. And I'm like, then it wouldn't work. I
Yeah.
didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the video. You can watch it on Kris Dontas' Vimeo page, or if we put it somewhere else, maybe we'll put it at the end of this video. Maybe we can put the end of this video at the end of the
Up on
podcast.
the
Watch
tube
it.
of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That was cool, right?
That was it.
I think I just think it's cool to have something like you guys are in your own video and stuff before, right? I've done podcasts
Yeah.
before and stuff, but I think it's cool to have something that's just super unique. That's
Mhm.
something he hasn't really done before.
Oh,
And how like
totally.
it totally was Whistler
Yeah.
at the same time as being just bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like our strategy of like,
We had strategy with this video.
Yeah, we did.
yeah, for sure we did and what we wanted as an outcome, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny when we were making it. Our whole goal was we just want to get finals. We want to be up on the screen.
Yeah, that's all I cared
All
about.
we
Yeah.
want.
I mean, yeah.
And then we finished it, and I remember sitting down and exporting it and looking at it and being like, I hate it. Like I don't like it. Like what did we do? It's too late. We can't do anything. It's midnight.
You watch it so many times, you're like, this sucks.
Oh, and you're totally sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do the same thing when I'm making a podcast. I'm like, I have to go over and edit some, like I have to sync up the audio and I don't know what somebody's saying. It's like over and over again. I hear the same joke. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
this is a bad joke to begin with. And now I have
Yeah.
to hear it 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like watching the footage like back to back when you did the blooper reel of what, and I'm like, this is awful.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go and let's chat about
The timeline.
timeline. Well, we got the swear jar here too, right? So that's kicked us off right out of the gates.
True.
So if anybody swears, I think I've sworn already, maybe.
I haven't heard it yet.
I've been keeping like really good track.
Okay, cool.
You're in the clear
Okay,
so
cool.
far. Chris is the only one who.
So I've only got 10 nickels here. I'm only putting
Big-
nickels in the jar because
the
I'm not
big
so-
F-bomb
Only
go.
10.
I'm not a big
true.
fan, so
I'll
I can
pop
swear
my,
10 times. Where's this money going to go to? We're just going to split it up and give back to each other?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take your money back.
There's one loony here, so whoever drops a doozy has to donate a loony.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Sweet. Okay, one reminder, just make sure you talk to the microphones, keep it close. I can see the green thing
10-4.
going. But yeah, so this came about. I don't even really remember how we just
Well, Kevin and I talked about doing it in
Right.
the fall. We're like, oh,
Right.
right. Sick. Like, because he and I always make goofy
Yeah,
videos.
you guys make good videos for sure. Funny
And
shit.
yeah, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do it this year. And then I think it might have been at the gym or somewhere. You and I were talking.
It was at the gym because I remember
We all go to the
you-
gym.
you came and said, "Hey, I want to bring Proctor in to our film, and he's got some great ideas." And yeah, it
Kind of exploded from there.
Yeah, I
And we had
remember
a
you explained the first idea, and it was the first idea that you had that we went with.
The Aaron idea.
Was the Aaron
Yeah,
idea?
Yeah. Because we talked about the Jeopardy thing.
Yeah.
We talked about something
Yeah.
else too, right? And they're all funny. And I was like, I don't want to push my idea on you guys because you're brothers and you guys were like, had an idea. I'm like, oh shit. Then I was like, but this will be kind of funny. And I just kind of had an idea, but I didn't know how to execute it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we dragged one pun between Aaron's across 5 minutes of material and actually made it like somewhat entertaining from
Dude,
start to finish.
The roaring laughter was so funny to hear people say. And then,
Yeah.
but then like it took us a bit to figure, we were like, even though we had picked the idea, we're kind of like, oh, do we have enough material to make these jokes funny the whole way through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
I
thought it
didn't-
was gonna get stale. I for sure
Totally.
thought it was
Yeah.
gonna get stale.
My like big moment was and I showed both of you the song. It was in Reservoir Dogs.
Sure, yeah.
Little Green Backpack.
Yeah, that made me go. That made
And,
me
that,
swap
like,
for sure.
Whimsical, murderous vibe, and that's kind of what we wanted from it all.
You know what? My vision was the bus stop the whole time, just making this pun last. I didn't think about the cinematic additions of the murders and all the things that make it funny, like the physical funniness right behind it all, and the nerdiness behind it all. Like, it's like the way you looked in the video is exactly how the video comes across. You know, like
Yeah.
your visual representation of the whole idea was the nerdy glasses psycho.
Yeah, we talked about what that character was gonna look like too.
Right.
Like, was he gonna be like systematic and methodical like Dexter, or was he gonna be kind of like an odd goofball? Like he was gonna be like some weird hippie murderer at some
And
point.
we practice even you walking. Like
Yeah, the one point
Yeah, with the camera in front of you.
I
Give me a
honestly
shot.
we spent like a lot of hours coming up with this character and settling on how he was going to walk, and we actually filmed a ton of shots emphasizing his walk, and his walk was like gorilla arms down at his side, not moving. Yeah, it made me like appreciate the character, but we didn't even show any of that footage, which was hilarious.
It's funny because we talked so much about your character. I just threw a jacket on and sat down.
Oh,
we didn't even
yeah,
fucking.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
Ayo!
I didn't
There's
even
number
notice.
one.
Implement this for full time. It's funny. If I get stacked, you know what? I'm gonna do it all the time and just give the money to charity.
We were talking about that.
That's a good
I
idea.
was like, WAG. We should have the WAG.
Sure,
Couple
yeah.
cents.
Let's do it. That's a great idea.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or the dogs.
People are giving up their dogs because they're
Ferda.
lazy people.
Dogs.
But yeah, like I was like, well, what am I gonna say? I didn't know. Like, I'm like, I'll just wear a jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I just wore a jacket I never wear before.
But your character developed, like, even into filming. We were
Sure.
kind of making changes to how it was going to end and what you were going to do. And that was kind of our loose end because, I don't know, because it's funny, we kind of have different views on this. You think it was kind of loose and willy-nilly with the script, but in my head it was all, I know exactly where it's going to go except the bloody ending.
Mm-hmm.
And because we were thinking, okay, well, are we just going to end it? And you say, nice to meet you, Aaron, and he's all puzzled and it just kind of ends. Are we going to
Right.
flip-flop it and make you the
I think that's
secret killer?
That's obviously made the move. Like, I think not me doing it, but the idea of flipping it made
Yeah.
the impact so much stronger at the end.
Yeah.
But I think it's like, I didn't want it to be like, I didn't think it was going to be a polished piece, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There had to be like hiccups and kind of like gray areas that weren't that polished to make it good.
Yeah.
I think.
I think
but the
we-
way you filmed it and the way you put it together, like all those things.
It worked out,
Yeah,
eh?
it's worked out pretty well for sure.
I think the story was like really well polished. Midway through, I was worried.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, there is no way we're gonna be able to wrap all this up. Like our idea was not a simple idea.
No,
like
no.
like it looks really simple, But like we had to do flashbacks for 2 people.
Yeah.
We included an explosion. We had a major twist at the end.
Mhm.
Like it was hard to put in 5 minutes, and I can't believe that we did it.
But if
Yeah.
you think about like what other teams did, technically, the filming and the movements and the angles were really technically like kind of there.
Yeah.
And the editing was technically there too. Maybe not so much others, but I think the storyline being quite obscure and like hard to like understand was quite simple to get across once we hit certain beats. You know, like
Yeah,
people got it
for
right
sure.
away.
Yeah.
And as soon as the first, when that screen opens and we reveal this thing behind us,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I get it now. I think I know what's happening because you see, like, and like all the funniest things. I love when people were laughing when we zoomed in on these yellow things.
Yeah.
like
I wish
Flat
you could
Earther
have had
was
more
kind-
time on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny because, I don't know anything about murderers other than like I don't know shit about them.
Yeah.
And so I don't know anything about murderers, but that's a good sound effect. But I think of like haste and planning. I think he doesn't have a lot of time. He's got this stuff done.
Yeah.
So he can't be worried about his writing, but he has to plan it
He has
out.
to plan it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like the plans are there, but the details of like the art isn't behind his planning. The
Yeah,
art is
exactly.
in his murders.
And that's kind of what we. The funny part, like this is, like the map of Whistler, and then this was an peak article about 72 Hour, and then all of this I just printed off at school. It was the Silmarillion synopsis.
Yeah.
It was like talking about Tolkien random.
Well, isn't it all about?
At
Isn't it
this
from the peak?
time,
Oh, no,
Ivana
yeah.
called forth with song the 2
world is
trees
prepared-
of Valinor.
The world prepared for the arrival of the children of, what was that? Iluvatar?
Iluvatar.
Iluvatar?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like
I have
Stephen
no idea
Colbert.
what that is.
He's
Oh,
like
it
the
is.
biggest Tolkien.
Oh, that's
nerd.
Tolkien? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
See,
Lord of
the
the
good thing
Rings.
is you guys are movie nerds. I'm not, so I don't like. I watch comedy, so I get the jokes. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going to look good. When you guys are like, we're going to do the scene with the groomer and the
Okay.
bars, I'm like, I don't know. I think we should murder somebody with a banana instead.
Yeah.
It's honestly one of the reasons why we work so well as a team is because you were full
Or this is full of high fives.
of ideas.
Right.
And especially like comedy heavy ideas. And they just kept rolling out like nonstop. And I feel like Kris and I were able to say like, yes, that'll work, or no, that will not work.
You guys knew how to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
it into camera
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Than, I didn't
yeah,
know. I
yeah.
just thought this would be funny, but we can't film this. You know.
You're just an endless supply of ideas. I'm
Dude,
like,
I-
yes, this one.
Yeah.
Yes, this one.
I was
Ooh,
honestly
yes, this
not
one.
convinced that the groomer thing was going to be good.
Really, eh?
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? I was going to be like, I'm sorry about this. I was kind of like, fuck it. And then I was like, you know what? Now these guys are fucking trying. I'm going to try. I'm going to make this work.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, and I was like, no, what am I doing? I need to fucking, we're on the same page. So I literally was like, I have to do this. Because at one point I was like, I don't think it's going to work. It's going to come out kind of dumb. And I was like, you know what? No, they said it would. And,
That's 3 of them.
oh, why you give me money?
3 F-bombs. Need to put them in the swear jar.
I'm just so passionate about the fact that we all work together.
I know it was amazing. And
Yeah.
it,
I do swear a lot. Holy cow. Oh, man. Sorry,
It might have
everyone.
been in one sentence too.
Oh wow. I just think like that got a lot of laughs too in the audience.
Yeah.
People were like, "Whoa," because it was an ode to Tarantino, I guess, an ode to like classical kind of like suspense, like.
well, we were
creepy.
playing out. We're like, we want to go like Wes Anderson and Tarantino, like mix. That was
Yeah.
kind of the.
And we
Yeah.
definitely drew inspiration from Austin Powers with the steamroller
Yeah.
for that
yeah.
one.
That was so funny, man.
That was the one where people laughed. It was like, oh, okay, like people are laughing now.
Yeah.
This is good.
I think one of the best things too that I saw was Aaron Santos's face when he's on the hallway when he turns back and looks at you. That's a great moment because he's like, he's pretty good at acting. He's not bad. And you were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like it's funny how you have to like just pull the sticks out of like the chopsticks out of the jar a bit so you can grab them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it looks dumb. But it's like those things in movies where you're willing to like ignore what's not actually possible to make the
Totally.
movie work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was such a champ too.
Yeah.
I was like, Santos, we need you. Your
Yeah.
name's Aaron. We're gonna kill you. I can't say
Yeah.
much more than that.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, cool, no problem. He's bartending. We show up. Wait like 15 minutes. We sit there. Wait. Okay, perfect. It's kind of dead. And what do you mean do? We just want you to run down the hall and look back at Kev.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
got it.
Because we didn't have, they were simple things. Like all Aaron had to do was crawl and look back and whatever. Aaron Peart had a bit more to deal with at the
Yeah.
bar. And And then Leyland just had to do
Walk
what he
on
does
his
every
phone.
day, get on his phone
Yeah.
and not look up from it. But the funny thing is, we should jump back a bit here on this, is that our goal was to make the crowd pumped. And I misjudged who was going to be judging it, who the audience would be. I thought it'd be very local and very like ski snowboard friendly.
Yeah, yeah.
But I kind of forgot that 72 Hour is a filmmaker's like nerdy event, right?
yeah.
And so when it worked, I was stoked. But the idea we picked, I mean, you've watched the video to begin with, but the idea was, just so everybody knows, is like we picked errands who were kind of famous around town. So people in the audience would know they were and vote for us for People's Choice. Because I didn't think we would have the technical skills to get where we did. And I don't know how good the field was around us. I don't know how good the rest of the videos were. But yeah, I mean, those errands were great.
Oh, they were awesome.
super
They were
good.
all like
Yeah.
so much fun. For me, like, I know who I've watched Leyland's videos before, so like, okay, I'm gonna go and film Leyland.
You were
like, this is like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're all people that like, and it was cool that like the audience did get it, and
Yeah,
it's also
yeah,
cool
yeah.
that even though they didn't know these errands, like I showed this to some people at work. I work for a weed company. I showed them everybody at work there. They were like, "This is hilarious." They got it. The best
Yeah.
part was that people got it,
Yeah, yeah.
even without knowing who they were.
Totally.
the storyline did match, and
Yeah,
jokes
yeah,
did
yeah.
land.
We showed our classes, and they're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
I
totally.
did not show my class.
Oh.
Mine are a little bit older. So.
Yeah. How old's your class?
Grade 3-4. So
Oh,
they
seriously,
were-
do not swear.
No, I'm.
Do not swear.
I am
Sorry.
swearless so far.
Darn, man.
I did
don't even-
have a bunch of students come up though and say, "We saw your video." Like, oh, okay.
That was one of the coolest parts. I had one of mine come up, and he was there with his family.
Yeah.
And like, it was right when everyone was voting. He's like, "Hi, Mr. D." I was like you're here. Like, that's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
thank
cool.
you.
Yeah.
I was pumped. So my brother and his wife were. I was telling them about it, but last minute I don't really like broadcast what I was doing. And,
Yeah.
they showed up, and I didn't know they were gonna be there, and I was pumped. I was like, "Oh, cool, they're here." I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." And then it felt cool to have the group behind us. Everybody was stoked on us.
Totally.
Like we had like that crew. It felt cool to be in the front row, just like laughing and hearing the first
Yeah.
joke. I don't know what the first joke was. I think maybe it's funny from the beginning. I don't remember if it's like funny. Like
It's like the awkward, like,
people
what?
laughed at the nose blowing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
Oh, when I heard the first wave of laughter go through the crowd, it was like this weight just lifted off
I
my
chugged a beer.
shoulders, and was like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, okay."
Because it's
we
like
get
an
it.
odd judgment. Like, no one's judging you, but you just feel you want people to laugh at your jokes.
for the same
Yeah.
reason that we picked people that we knew to be in our video, because people kind of knew all of us too. It's the same reason why if it tanked, we would look brutal, because we're all seen as like creative, kind of funny people in this town that we
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
know. It's a small town, but we wouldn't have made it to that stage if it wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
there
yeah.
were like,
Yeah, true.
although I'm gonna say this isn't this isn't on these guys, but I think that there was only 3
Yeah.
really videos that did actually.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
Everyone worked their tail off for it, for sure. And I think that we picked a hard subject to get across, but in reality, a fairly simple video approach.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as videoing goes, because it was only one camera, which is hard for us to do with one camera. And one camera, one editor,
Yeah.
and then opinions,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
backseat editors.
And no fights.
Yeah. Well, there was one time you guys were in your room talking. I'm like, I'm out of here. I went and cleaned up.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about
Oh,
something,
yeah.
and I was like, yeah, this is a family affair.
It's funny. We never. People always ask us, "Do you guys fight a lot? Do you guys fight a lot?" It's like, no. We bicker, but it's always to find out the most efficient way to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like we're arguing for the greater good.
Yeah.
There's no ever.
Which
like,
I noticed. That's why I was like, I'll walk away because I'll make a good decision out of this.
Yeah.
No one's heads are gonna roll.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
It
But it's-
sounds worse than it is. I will say
Yeah,
that for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Like if
There was
yeah.
points where I was like, I was getting frustrated. I'm like, you guys figure this out. Because I started saying, I'm gonna like let this go, because I was like, it's there's a dynamic. We've known each other for a while, but we don't really work together. I've never known you as long as I've known you.
Yeah.
But in a capacity of ideas and emotions and decisions, we haven't been like,
No.
this is the first thing we've ever done, right?
And we slammed it. Like.
Yeah. You never know. Next time it could just be a full out war. You never know, right? You never know, right? But no, I think how we came together to make the decisions that we made were pretty strong. For
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And what were you saying? What you were saying earlier about like the caliber of videos that made it into? It's not like a testament to like the video, like the filmers and the editors themselves. It's a testament to the challenge of making a video in 72
Tough,
hours.
man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the ideas that came through, like every single one of them was great, and like there was great footage, great acting, great everything, but like to juggle every single one of them
tough.
is like
Yeah.
really, really hard.
And what was really helpful for me, because I helped with a good buddy Ryan Kenny do Jerry's Day with filming and editing. So in like seeing
That
actually-
mannequin comes off so perfectly.
That was so
sorry.
fun.
Anyway, yeah, go on.
Yeah. To see like actually how long it took to do that in 7 days, and then see how long editing took because we had everything planned out. Like we're gonna go here from this time to this time. That's our cutoff. Last minute, boom, we have this next, this next, this next, and we had it all planned out with Sunday as editing. Like we got 8 hours of sleep every night, which is awesome.
Which
Yeah.
is so. I want to say this because I think I brought this up on stage at the beginning. I think it might have like irked some people. So I was like, it wasn't that stressful. Like,
yeah, it wasn't.
and I felt like, oh
Yeah.
no, I shouldn't say that because it is, and I don't want to downplay how hard and difficult it was, but I felt maybe because my confidence in all of us or you guys editing stuff, and I wasn't the one editing. I was just acting, but I feel like we picked an idea. We talked about this too. We talked about
Smart,
having
easy.
an idea that wouldn't put us out, that we could execute, and that would be clever.
Totally.
And the cleverness comes from the arrangement of your dialogue, and you accent it with the clever video and the movement of the camera and stuff.
But at the same time, like
It
as
wasn't
much
easy.
effort as we put into like organizing everything, the stars literally aligned for us. Like
sure.
Yeah.
all 4 errands were able to meet us on the same day in a line.
Yeah.
Like,
In our-
all right, we're going to film
Yeah.
you first and then you next. And it was like, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what else was a star aligned? The bus stop
Wasn't
was not even a bus stop anymore.
that was
Yes.
hilarious.
So we had planned to use a bus stop so the bus would go by and use the bus as part of the movie, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the
yeah.
video. I'm just telling you this because you guys know, but nobody else knows. But the idea was like, oh, we'll just go to this bus stop. So we drove around, and I thought for sure, I was like, again, I was kind of like, I like the Crabapple bus stop, the one with all the wood around it, because they have
Yeah,
space
yeah,
to move
yeah.
and stuff, right?
Mhm.
But we definitely lucked out, which no one really caught on to that no buses came by.
Totally.
Until I think at the end, I'm like, there's no bus coming clearly, so I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But even that, no one probably caught on that. No one. But then people were walking by, going like, Nat, our friend, was like, "Hey, this bus stop isn't a bus stop anymore." We're like, "What?" We didn't really know at the time.
We
We're
feel
like,
like for 2 hours we need this shot.
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that was pretty funny because that bus stop was beat. But the good thing was the
No
windows
one
were
sat-
busted out. So
and no one
vandalism.
sat down. We have to wait for people.
Because nobody waiting for the bus.
We were
right?
like, okay, there's gonna be a chance we have to sit and wait, or
Yeah.
like ask people to move out of the way, or
Yeah.
get signs saying on set.
yeah, and
location.
vandalism, which bad as it is, don't ever do that. Actually worked in our favor because that window was busted and we could walk
Yeah,
through
there
and
were
make
2
a
windows that
dynamic
were
shot.
busted.
Yeah.
We got
audio
the
was
really
better.
dynamic shots
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
windows were
Yeah,
gone.
I could walk
Which was
through.
turned out to be a huge part of it, I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The way those shots worked for sure.
Yeah, they were fun.
But yeah, one camera, one dolly, one tripod, couple of
Yeah.
umbrellas.
3 brains.
Remember the umbrellas in the background? 'Cause
Oh yeah, we had to go back.
it starts raining.
So I told these guys, I said, I'm gonna set the tripod down, and I want you guys to just do some goofy, awkward things for like 10 minutes. Just sit at the bench, and I'll just press record. Cool. So I have an umbrella because it was raining, and it's this big white or green one.
And just so everybody knows, it was a time lapse. So you were filming for a really long time.
oh yeah, true.
it was the
yeah.
quest. Yeah, it was a great big green umbrella.
Yeah, and so
So we had to
I
hang
didn't
around
realize
for
it.
like 4 minutes.
Yeah, because when I was ducked down, you couldn't see the camera, but as soon as I stood up with the umbrella, it's like doo, 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 like just bouncing around in the reflection as these guys
Yeah.
are sitting there waiting for 10 minutes.
That
Sorry,
was
guys.
funny.
Yeah, because when Proctor came in, our first idea for it was that time lapse, and when you went to sit down on the seat, I was in the back trying to stay warm. So there's this big bright white umbrella bouncing around.
Yeah.
So you could see the reflection in the glass of the bus stop.
Yeah.
The funny thing is this is our first time doing this. We didn't have any thoughts of like, oh, the reflection. We weren't looking out for those small little things, right?
Well,
Like
I
continuity,
was, but
you were-
but I was tucked down at the camera's level. The camera's out of it, and then I stood up,
Popped up.
not thinking I've changed.
Yeah. So funny. What's up?
For the
Was that
dogs.
another one for the dogs?
Did he?
I think.
Did I
so.
swear? Whatever, probably. I'm getting low on change here.
That's okay. You
You
got
can
it.
borrow some of
This
mine.
podcast will
man.
be over in like 5 minutes.
Gotta go to the bank and get more change.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. Actually, no, I'm not. That's why I am.
Yeah,
Someone's
exactly.
gonna make some money.
Totally.
There's like 35 cents in there right
Gonna keep some dogs happy.
now. I can give a dog one treat. One dog.
But that was the kind of craziest part is the whole timeline of the days.
Yeah.
Because it started Friday morning. We had like a 9:30
So we went to that meeting. Yeah.
meeting.
The
Mhm.
And
morning
so that
meeting.
was my first meeting. I don't know if you went for the other ones.
Did you go for them?
No, I didn't go for the other one. No.
So I ran the meeting for Intersection, which is another contest. So that's
Oh, yeah.
in the same festival as Intersection, which is like people have 7 days to film an action sports video. But the 7 days happens earlier on in the season because there's a better weather window. This is 3 days right before the festival happens. So I had just run a morning meeting with like 10 other crews to talk about the event. But when I'd never sat down and been the other side of it where I've been like the competitor.
Yeah.
And so we're sitting there, and I think out of nervousness, I was just kind of making fun of people like, I've seen that guy before, I've seen that guy, that person's awesome. And I've been to these events before, and so have you guys. So we could kind of pick who people are.
Yeah.
And I've worked with some of them before in the past, and I'm like, oh, that's a heavy hitter, that's a heavy hitter. And people literally are like, oh, that guy's been here one last year, the year before, and stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had like director's hats on, like Kangol hats, and
Well, yeah,
whatever. It's fine.
I remember not necessarily my nervousness, but like my expectations for failure really came in when we went to that meeting.
Yeah. Right.
And looking at they looked like directors, and we were pointing it out. Like 4 people all had their legs crossed a certain way.
I said people get
They
legs
were
like that.
all
Remember that?
Wearing certain things,
If you
and
read-
they like glasses. They just looked like
Yeah.
directors.
It's funny to think about that because we project that outwardly. We project how we don't project, but we just look at other people how they're sitting, right? But we were what were you doing? We were just like I was
Totally.
joking. We were probably looked pretty confident. We were just
Absolutely.
joking around.
We
effing
were
around.
laughing.
Yeah, and like because I was trying to brush off how nervous I was, how I thought we were going to just get worked
Absolutely.
because I'd seen some of the caliber before.
Yeah.
And not seeing some of the heavy hitters like Robin and those guys that were in there before,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
and so I was also like, where are those guys? But then we saw him in the village. He's like, yeah, I'm helping somebody out. I'm like, okay, now we're cooked. I thought like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then even when one of our actors was going to be in somebody else's video, or 2 of them actually,
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Aaron,
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of them in there.
Great. That's
Yeah.
very clear.
Pretty scripted, yeah. 2 Aarons. I think that morning meeting was, I think it misled us though. I thought anyway, we were going to get worked.
Well, it made me kick into like 7th gear.
We got to do this.
Yeah.
I was already in gear 6, like full rev, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden it was like hit the afterburner chewy.
The cool thing was too, we went right into the hardest shot of the show or the video, so we had to be on our game. Like that set
Yeah.
the tone. That
Yeah,
first
yeah.
shot we did with Aaron Peart in the bar where he drinks a drink and
Yeah, because we just walked over from Merlin's right to Fitz.
Fitz. Yeah, I did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Fitz Pub for letting us do that. Boom, thank you very
Yeah,
much. But that was a part that
Yeah, because we purposely said let's do all the hard shots first.
Yeah.
Friday is get all the errands out,
yeah.
and then
Bus stop.
Friday was all hard shots, errands. Saturday was all bus stop. Sunday was pickups and edit.
Yeah.
Well, we went
And
back to film on Sunday as well.
We
went back to the bus
needed
stop.
the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because the script wasn't dialed and we needed to go back.
Yeah.
Remember the sound effects we were making? Like we used like the Scattergories ticker for the time bomb,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
and we
guys
tried
were
to
sound
we
crew.
get under the blanket and like redo the audio. It sounded
Yeah.
horrible, worse than it did like on the open.
Oh yeah, I know.
And like we were doing things like this sounds awful, and then we just said screw it, go back to like
We actually got really commended for our audio.
which is crazy.
I was
because I thought it was
out
horrible.
of
I mean, horrible, but it was
yeah. I was,
we didn't try. No, we didn't. We didn't
Kidding,
have
I'm
like.
kidding.
I was coming out of
It's all your
school one
fault.
day, and it was really funny because like a couple days, even weeks later, people would come up and be like, "Hey, I really liked your video," and I didn't know who they were. They just know my face from being on screen. I'm sure you
Yeah.
had it too. But one of the judges came to chat with me, and she's like, "Yeah, we really loved your video, and one thing that we really liked about it was the audio."
See, what's going on?
I know.
Like, I think there was something going on that they had to choose. I don't know. I didn't. That fridge is disgusting. Sorry, but there's beer in there. I have to open once in a while.
Do you think they'll ever make this is totally off topic? Do you think they'll ever make movies with like a smell emulator coming on your TV?
Well, they probably do for like IMAX movies. You know, you shake the
Well,
seats and stuff. And
We get like I know. Remember that
They already
Honey, I
have
Shrunk the
like
Kids?
4D TV
Or
where
like the
like you're in
fifth
your chair
dimension.
bouncing around and they
It's
spray
They might
water
do
at you.
like
Smells
scratch and sniff.
attention.
They make stickers that way. You can
True.
get a sticker.
So you like
Scratch
scratching your
and sniff
TV?
screen.
It just goes.
Oh, I smell it now. Ooh,
Yeah, there's something in there.
Yeah.
It's my roommate. I don't know what he's got in there.
that is right.
Yeah. But the audio thing to me, because I thought that audio, like, no offense, but I just thought that
Yeah.
we just didn't get good audio sometimes.
Yeah,
I know.
But the people commended it because some audio in the other videos wasn't as good, I guess.
It's because your editor was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
no,
Well,
bravo.
exactly. I didn't know to pick up on that stuff. I would have been like, just
Yeah.
put it like this thing. I'm just like put a camera in front of you, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool that the judges thought that out. I'd love to talk to a judge and just be like, hey, like I'm not questioning your choice. I'm just curious, what the conversation was in the back room because
So-
I heard a bit, but I don't know.
So she did say that it came down to, no, not came down to, I assumed this, but she said we agreed that the audio in one clip was bad.
It's me talking.
When we were walking out of the bus stop and away, and I shouted at you, hey, you forgot your suitcase. They said the audio should have been more clear.
Which doesn't make any sense.
And that's because
you're far from the
exactly.
train.
Yeah.
The audio was horrible when I was trying to talk and mumbling my words, going, gotta go to the bank, go to blah, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. I felt like I was just garbling through that.
We had to slow you down, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then I was like, that audio wasn't the worst? That sounded horrible to me. Like, even now here, I'm like, hey.
Because listeners, if you can't tell, he talks rather quickly.
Yeah, for sure.
Hello,
I
viewers.
had to say
Yeah. But
listeners.
I get to say a lot.
Yeah.
I think that I would love to have been a fly in the room with the judges to see if they were laughing. They must have been laughing. Because I mean,
Yeah.
like if we didn't, if there was a first, second, and third, would we have got second? I don't know. Like People's Choice, because because of our strategy to get People's Choice got us that.
Yeah.
But there's a whole controversy with those People's Choice balls too, right? Like so.
Yeah.
To get People's Choice, everyone in the audience, 1,500 people get a ping pong ball, and there's a bunch of jars on the stage with all the different video names on them, and people put their ping pong ball in their favorite video. Ours and the winners was neck and neck, almost, and then somebody tried to dump ours out.
Well, that's what
And
Kev
people were
said,
dumping on
and so did
stage.
Feet saw
The
the same
host
thing.
saw it too.
I
Other people saw. I heard that comment a lot. So I think it was a call to I think we are fair in having People's Choice, but it was a little bit controversial or sketchy about the way it went
Because
down.
some were dumped out of ours.
Yeah, apparently my brother's wife Angie talked to a guy, said he was just drunk and going like, whatever, doesn't matter, and like hand bombed a couple out of our bunch out of our jar.
Oh, I did not think that, like, even at the end of the video, like, I still thought, like, okay, we're nowhere close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I thought we were gonna get worse.
It wasn't until the ping pong ball started going up and up and up that I was like, oh my God, we actually made a sick video.
Yeah, man.
And then my excitement got up, like it boosted through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually saw one guy reach in, he grabbed like 5 of them and threw them.
Yeah.
I got so irrationally mad at this
Oh,
guy.
for sure, man.
I pointed at him like like piercing right through him. Yeah. I called him out, and he tried to apologize, say, "Oh, sorry, I just wanted to start some
stuff."
SH.
Say it.
Put the money in the jar, man. You guys are.
That was close.
What?
It's the intent. It's not what you say.
Right,
it's how you.
Good.
Anyways,
Now we're all on equal playing field.
No, we're not. I
You're
put
a
like $10 there so far.
How could you?
you're terrible for saying SH.
I've sworn more than 6 times.
Yeah, he tried to apologize to me though. Oh, I'm really sorry. I turned my back to him, and he was still talking to the back of my head for a while.
Yeah.
I'll tell you though, did we even use the bar tab we won? Like, I don't even know.
Of course we did.
That's a testament to how fun that night was. 'Cause we certainly did.
But who activated? I don't know.
We all did. We all
Oh,
were there.
dude. Dude. By the
You
time,
were there, man.
But I was there.
You were there.
By the time the judging was happening, I had a few beers for sure.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
Kill my nerves.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you had to, right?
I was yelling benched when they were trying to pick the People's Choice. I was like
Yeah.
right beside Feet pretty much.
We
but,
had the best. We had like, honestly, 4 rows
Mm-hmm.
of
Yeah.
our crew behind us, which was so rad.
You know what's really inspiring? This is a bit different. You know, were you guys at Intersection?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 Amigos guys, or the Amigos brothers, whatever. Their crowd, their group, they had all of UBC. That was
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that
And the
was
kid who
cool.
was mangled from wiping out,
Yeah.
that was really cool. It gave me goosebumps because obviously I ran that event, but it was cool to see how stoked
Those guys were.
people are when they won. What's going on? Yeah, right.
You good?
I'm just burping out
Oh
of
yeah,
the mic.
yeah, right.
You guys don't want to hear that. I'd have to put a lot of change in that.
Yeah. That was it was cool, man. I think that was like it's a pretty interesting event. I don't know if we've talked about doing it again. We won't get into that, but I feel like I don't know if I want to. You know,
Yeah, I know,
I'm
we kinda did it and-
like winning would be great. Like, so I read an article with Kyle, the guy who did Kevin, the winner, which is an amazing film, by the way. But I guess he'd been in the event a while ago. I'd done stop motion before, and I guess he did well. I'm not sure, but anyway, we went to school, I guess, and did some more stuff. And there's some people out there who are doing crazy stuff. And that's why I just
Absolutely.
thought was like, well, how are we gonna? Like, I wasn't discounting anybody's abilities.
Yeah.
I just never seen any of us in that
That role.
before.
Yeah,
right? Doing
absolutely.
stuff. So it was pretty cool to be part of that thing where. Just be part of the event, you know.
Yeah,
I've always
yeah.
been behind the scenes. It's just pretty cool to be right in there and be like, yeah, okay, we actually did
Yeah.
something cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's
funny.
nice to have our faces and our names on a video.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah,
pretty
it was
funny.
rad.
I don't know if I think the bar tab should have been bigger,
Yeah.
or at least something.
Or free cameras. Like
Oh, I got. By the way, I got more watches in my room still. I have stacks. I have like
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys even wear those? I don't know. I think.
Dude, I wore it
I
out
tri-
of spite for like a week. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
you-
gonna make use of this watch, and it was like this bright purple watch.
I didn't have a cab
Yeah.
fare, so I gave the cab driver a watch.
I was there with you on that one.
Oh, yeah, you pawned off the.
I gave
Yeah.
him a watch. I didn't have cab fare.
Perfect. He's
Yeah.
like,
Watch.
oh, Rolex. Watch. You're like
Swatch
booking
Lex.
it down
Yeah.
the street already.
Swalex. Yeah.
Swalex.
Yeah. No, I think it was when I got here I gave him the watch.
You said this was a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Swatch for doing what they do, for sure. I mean, everyone got
Totally,
one.
yeah.
Shout out to the festival for sure. They did. I
We
wonder
got
if they-
hats too. We did get toques.
I have a bag of stuff that I'll never give.
Yeah.
I'll never not wear.
Oh,
I'll always wear. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think, yeah, $7,000 for first place.
Mhm.
I don't know what I would have done with it. So we talked about only having three of us, and we were agreed. We talked
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So we talked about only having three of us. We're like, why only three? Well, because we only win $10,000.
Yeah.
We want to keep it all for ourselves. And then
But no, but the truth is,
it's difficult
because I have so much respect for the guys who won it, and I can't remember the last names, the last 2 years, and they were in it this year too, and they just like the three dudes making their video, and I thought that's so rad.
Yeah.
That when we were talking about it, we're like, no, let's keep it one camera, because we had other cameras, we could have used them.
Yeah.
But we said one camera, just us three. Let's keep it super small, simple, and see what we can do with just that.
I think you're correct and you're smart doing that, or saying that, because if you look at all the other shows we've done, I don't think there are very few that make it in with a huge crew. Unless you're someone like Robin, who's very organized, has like his ideas, and he's like supports there. It's hard when you try to get. Well, I don't even know. I'm just talking out of noviceness here because I don't live surfer, but I feel like the number of people in your crew, they have to step up that much more to make it work.
Yeah.
If
Well, I mean,
somebody-
it would have been easier to be like, okay, this film crew, go film Hogue. This film crew, go film Leyland and Squamish. And then
But
go
you can't be
break.
there. You can't watch the thing is, I liked we were there for all of it, and you couldn't.
Yeah.
You would be able to see
It was like
the
trust
outcome.
and finding.
We kind of had like
absolutely.
one mind holding all of the parts together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I remember we had a discussion whether we wanted to bring in a female figure for
The murderer or one of them.
the not the murderer, but the plot twist murderer.
Right.
And we agreed that we wanted to keep it the
Just
three of us,
Yeah.
so that because like we put in a lot of effort, and I didn't want to really, or no, we didn't really want to bring on somebody who like I felt like we'd be like taking away from their time or their
Yeah.
weekend. Like we were committed 100%.
It's our idea. Like the motivation and the passion behind it was there for three of us. With a fourth person have had it, if they weren't part of the beginning,
Yeah,
maybe not.
yeah.
I think that's where it happens too, right? But also, yeah, I mean, who knows? Next year we could get roasted,
Totally.
or
Could
it
blow it. Yeah.
I mean, it could just been chance, but I think I think all those shows, whenever I've been to them, most of the time humor wins out.
Yeah.
In addition
Oh,
to
absolutely.
quality
Well,
filming,
it's
everything else.
Like,
Because
you put-
laughing is universal.
How many people? 1,000 people?
1,500? They sold out
1,500
more than
people with a big bar.
that.
People are gonna vote for when they're laughing.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
You know, if you bring those shows or those films to a different
Mhm.
audience, no bar, and like, yeah,
Mhm.
it'd be different, I guess. So we kind of knew that, and we wanted to make it a comedy, right?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think that's all of us. We all get jokes. Like we're all.
Well, we're funny guys.
Yeah, no one's like, no one's trying to be serious, right? I
No,
mean,
never.
I never am.
Have you heard any good
Serious.
jokes lately?
Only
Funny,
the ones
funny
I've
guys.
said.
Oh,
But I don't remember.
there's a
them.
good one. I can't remember it though.
It better not
It's
be
probably really good.
That is
inappropriate.
something. Of,
Do your kids tell you funny jokes in class? Like if you're like, "Whoa, don't say that out loud!" Like stuff like my mommy told me this, or my dad told me this
No,
joke.
they have really good jokes though.
Do they?
Because I find those jokes funny.
Yeah, because
Like the pirate jokes, like the 4 in a row.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Those are so good.
have
but-
you heard them?
What's
No, I'm not a teacher.
what's a pirate's favorite restaurant?
Arby's.
Good.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy. That's a kid joke.
What's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
You think it'd be the R, but it's really the C. And it's the best one.
That's pretty funny. If some kid comes up to you and says that, I'd laugh my ass
Yeah.
off.
Or
What's a pirate's favorite sweater? Argyle.
Oh yeah.
Here's the best one. This one was like, you know when you say, "Oh, I laughed out loud." I LOL. This is like belly
This is
laugh out
actually
loud.
my favorite joke I've ever heard my entire life.
What did the pirate say when he turned 80 years old? Aye, matey.
Even with the setup, it was still pretty funny. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd like to know who makes up jokes. Like, who's like, this
Yeah.
is a good joke. Let's make a pirate joke.
Well, we kind of did.
Yeah.
Aaron and Aaron.
Oh, sure.
Dude, we did. We
And
made out.
then
We
I'm-
made jokes out of
I'm at the
puns.
gym one day, and I think Adam tags me in a thing
Oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook about this guy mixing up errands and errands. So he says he's going to run errands, but he spells it with AARN. Everyone's like, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
that's
The two of
so
them.
funny.
And then I was like, this is crazy that it happened. Like, and then I posted the video, and no one gave a rat's A about it.
That was close.
Yeah.
I got pegged for
I'm not
SH.
putting
I
any
think
money in
he
that
should
thing.
get
I think
pegged
so,
for
too.
A.
This is a fun game.
I know.
It's a
It's
rat's
the
attitude.
intent.
It's a rat's
Oh, I
attitude.
see what you're doing there.
No one gives
Because
a
rats have a really good attitude.
Yeah, they do.
They're- yeah, right? The
They don't stray,
perseverance,
they just-
their
And their
strength in
assets.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's like, you gotta put a half a coin there. Anyway, the funny thing is, the funny thing is,
fiver.
A 5-cent coin.
Yeah.
All right.
you guys are just, you didn't swear. This game was out.
That's asinine.
But the thing is like that, if it's coincidence, I don't get it. But the fact that our video didn't, like, no one cared, I'm like, that's exactly what the joke is.
Mhm.
When the Facebook post was like, we don't know who posted it. It was some fucking
Yeah.
Heyo.
random page.
Yeah. Game is
But,
back
like,
on.
I don't see how that didn't strike a chord.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with everybody? I mean, maybe it's beyond. We think I'm thinking funny than we are, but like, I don't know. It's just like
To
I was
raise
mad.
a raised dialogue on the difference between errands and errands.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Why
like,
isn't this an issue?
well, no, but the joke. Anyway,
People need to be talking about this.
I just felt I didn't. I guess I should have waited longer and made a more clever post with the video.
Yeah, yeah. I remember you tagged.
I tagged you guys.
Yeah, yeah, I
for
remember
sure.
seeing
Yeah,
it.
but then no one else cared.
Yeah.
It just kind of fizzled away.
I think we
Yeah.
needed to hit up YouTube.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, we should talk about that. So we did talk about it, and I don't, in my history of using websites or video hosting sites, YouTube had gone into this dark hole for a while, and it was like YouTube's overrated. Everyone uses it. Or, sorry, it's not cool. Vimeo, and it was like a few years ago. Vimeo was the thing where it's like it's the artist site.
Yeah.
You put on video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, eyeballs and users matter, right?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
even if you have an audience, some people say I'd rather have a concentrated audience of 2,000 people watching my video than a semi-paying attention 5,000 video audience or 5,000 person
Right.
audience, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think in those situations, though, when video shows up on the side of YouTube, when there's millions of people with that list, and the chance of it popping into that person's a list is stronger, you get that chance of it being. I don't know if our
Yeah,
video
yeah.
would have gone viral. I don't think it's a viral video.
No.
But I think it's just easily shared and embeddable. And I thought about we put it in Facebook directly, because that could have done a lot too, because it's easy to share.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
someone has to click through and watch it, even on YouTube or Vimeo, whatever it is, when they click through and watch it, it changes a lot of things.
Right.
I've noticed it with my podcast is sometimes I'll post the YouTube link and it pops up what Facebook decides to pop up as the
Yeah.
Vimeo displays it way better on Facebook. It displays a full
Yeah.
screen where
Yeah.
YouTube does like the description plus the video.
And yeah.
But I stopped doing that now. I go back and forth now. I take a screenshot and put the picture up, and I put all the links below.
Oh, cool.
And I feel like the post gets more interaction because it's the bigger picture to look at.
Mhm.
But it is interesting to think about, like, if you make a piece, our intention was to get it on the big screen, just watch people watch it. The next thing was, where do we put it after that?
Yeah.
That was kind
Yeah.
of secondary. We didn't really think that out much.
Yeah.
But, who cares? The point of it was we put it where people see it in the big screen. We got
Yeah.
to that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting though. Like, if you have, I'd be curious if what traction we got if we just put it right in Facebook and just said, "Hey, here's our Facebook," and just put it native in there. I
Yeah.
think that would have been the card that sent it further.
Interesting. Yeah.
But I think you end up like it seems a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Vimeo does have that
Yeah.
kind of like a prestige to it, kind of.
Yeah.
And then I think, but on Facebook, it seems a bit cheaper than YouTube. To me, is
Everyone uses it.
the thing is, all I did was what I'm saying is when I talked about how Joe Rogan puts his podcast on Vimeo, gets no
Yeah,
views.
yeah.
He just puts it everywhere.
Yeah,
So it's not,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not, so
Right.
much, it's not just so much about putting on YouTube and not having it worth it. It is 2,000 views that he would have got, or he wouldn't have got. I don't know, people.
Even explaining to people, like, to find the video. If you
Right.
tell someone, like, go on YouTube, type in benched 72-hour film festival, they'd be like, got it. And then the flip side of that is, you know, go to Google, type in Bench 72-hour film festival Vimeo, and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this. Can you send me the link, please?
I think the thing is I mean, Google and YouTube are the same.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, like why would YouTube
Yeah.
or why would Google bring up a Vimeo video when you type in like benched?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna search for the YouTube one first. But that's beside the point. It's more of an idea of like I'm thinking more like the benefit of all the platforms.
Yeah.
But each one has their thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
YouTube is like full views wherever it goes. Vimeo is like kind of artistic and stuff. But I mean, the goal was other people. I haven't seen anybody else's video online except for the
That's a
Bob
good
guy.
one. Oh yeah.
The guy Bob.
I still haven't seen it.
It's rowdy.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Which one was Bob again?
There's tons. It's not. He didn't make the final, but it's tons of murders. People getting gunned down, drug
right,
violence,
yeah.
everything else. It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
interesting. It's a pretty
Killville.
funny video. But I haven't seen. Kevin is keeping his close.
Mhm.
Or Kyle.
Oh, he didn't post it.
I haven't seen it. I can't. I went on his Facebook page and I saw some older videos he'd done.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I haven't seen that. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's I'm curious if it resurfaces somewhere like our video, like what we should, if we should like, I don't know.
This is like way off topic, but it's here now. There's a friend, I can't remember where, but her dad was in a band in like the 80s.
Oh yeah.
And then it fizzled out. Oh, this is in university. And then like recently his album picked up in Japan.
Oh, really?
And so he started getting royalty checks
Sick.
from the 80s to like 2000, probably 2010.
Wow.
And yeah, their album takes off in Japan.
That's like searching for Sugar Man with
What's that?
Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
That guy who was a big singer, but he kind of disappeared and he got really big in South Africa or something like that, really huge. And he came back. I think he's done concerts now, but there's a movie called Searching for Sugar Man.
Huh.
It's about this guy, same thing. He's a singer songwriter. He's I think he's Latino maybe. He's great. And he goes away. Like his music doesn't resonate. He goes away and then he comes back. It's like Big Star too. Big Star
Okay.
was huge, a band back in the day. It was critically acclaimed, but nobody. It just didn't go anywhere.
Huh.
And then it kind of becomes one of those things where like if you know music, you know Big Star.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's interesting. I don't know if we're ready through that.
Maybe
But
big
it's
in
cool.
Japan.
It's just cool to like.
We can
The funny thing is-
we can only hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watching it again's pretty funny. You know, I hadn't watched it in a couple months, and it is pretty funny still.
Yeah,
but
it's good.
it's weird to see yourself on camera.
I feel like if we had a lot more time, we could have like polished it
Oh,
a
absolutely.
Of
lot
course.
more.
Yeah.
that's the whole point of the thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been as good.
That's what like I hope people keep in the back of their heads when they watch it, is that like it's only 72 hours that they had to make this. And even hearing it, I still don't like, unless you like
Lived it.
or like helped out someone doing it, like it's hard to understand how difficult it is to put a film together.
You know, it's funny how like I feel like it comes across as a bit amateur, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
come like. So I think that when I told people, some people don't even know that it took 72 hours to make. They're like, "Oh, it's funny. It's good."
Mm-hmm.
But I think it just comes across, a little bit. I mean, it's not professionally done. It's
Yeah.
done really well for what it is,
For sure.
and it's still pretty funny. But I think, giving more time. I don't know. Yeah, some of those times, those polished things, like you polish turd, still smells like poop,
It's true.
right?
It's a good one.
That is correct.
Yeah, I just think it's like anyway. Yeah, I don't know, but are we talking about other stuff? We missing stuff? Should we talk about more?
Oh, this is a good one.
Which one?
Favorite lines.
Oh yeah, sure. So, who's got?
Well, my favorite one was the we're trying to figure out ending bits. The last little bit of banter
Yeah.
before Kevin says your last line, and the one that I love was they don't stack well.
Dude, I cannot believe how much feedback
I got
we
messages on
from
that.
line.
Yeah.
They're saying,
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you serious?
Well, 'cause
I'm
it's
like,
super
that was
weird,
the
man.
worst
Totally.
joke ever.
We were just spitballing ideas. I was like, and they don't stack well.
That's a great
Okay,
idea.
we'll use it.
Yeah, and then you got to find them. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mine,
Yeah.
I don't really know. I didn't see the standout line. I didn't have one. Mine was like the fact that I murdered you at the end. There's no that was my standout for me as far as the lines.
Yeah.
I just had a blast. I was trying to ham up the outtakes. I really thought it was funny to sit there when like no one hears you. You know, I don't want to say. I don't say that. Using the S word with
Go for it. Do it.
busting on somebody. You know, it's like
Yeah.
as if people drive by, I don't know, I'm yelling at them going, yeah, keep going, old man. That one made me laugh
Oh,
so
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
It was making me laugh. I don't know if it's funny, but I think that was the funniest part to me. But
We had a big swear jar.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys are far more.
I think my favorite line happens at the very beginning, when you say something about the weather, and I'm like, yeah, I guess so.
You win some,
And
you lose some.
You're like, yeah, well, you win some, you lose some. I find it so funny.
Doesn't make any
'cause
sense.
It makes no sense about weather.
Yeah.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
I do think my favorite line actually that I have to say in the video is like, okay, Brian, take it easy, because I had this seems super casual and like positive about
Yeah.
it. That part made me laugh. It made me
And
laugh.
that was hard to do too, because we had to get
Yeah.
across that you knew who I was.
Yeah.
Which was like,
And why did we
how
say
are we gonna
Brian?
do it?
Why was it Brian?
I don't remember.
we needed a name for
Yeah.
the
Brian.
killer. And
Brian.
Brian was like enunciated clearly enough that people would
Brian.
be able to discern like that's a name.
But
He knows his
Brian.
name.
But
That was my like
Yeah.
motivation behind Brian.
I don't know
but
why we said Ryan.
Brian. Who can say it best?
No, I can. Of course I can.
Brian.
It's my name with a B.
True. Oh, you're trained.
Whenever I say Ryan, people say Brian. I'm like, no, Ryan. They're like, oh, Brian. I'm like, no, Dave.
Just start an
for
alter
the love
ego.
of donuts,
Yeah.
there's no B.
I love donuts. I love donuts.
Brian.
That's not bad.
Brian.
Brian.
You got to close the mic at the bass. Brian.
Let's do it on three.
Brian.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Brian.
If
What
there's
about
any
if you do-
Brians out there, this could be your new ringtone. Brian.
What about Brian?
Come on down, Brian.
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 Hello, Brian.
All right, I got one. You ready? Brian, you left your lights on?
Brian. Wake up, Brian.
Brian. Change your underwear. These things are hilarious because it gives you so many different. Speaking of bad audio,
This is just sounding like when you're. Oh,
when you're like,
hello.
hello.
There we
This
go.
sounds different, right?
It does.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
a little bit
It's
echoey.
punchy at the end there.
Yeah. What's 77 sound like? Whoa.
77.
Is that weird? Is that weird?
It's
Something totally weird.
All right, stop that. That's funny. Yeah, this thing was $150. It's
Oh,
the
wow,
funniest
there you
thing.
go. Wow.
So I'm learning how to use audio.
I gotta tell you, I've always hated hearing my own voice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll like being film. I'll film
Yeah.
people, no problem. But
Yeah.
this is really mellow.
We sound delightful.
Yeah.
Delightful, soft,
You-
caramel.
The
I'd
thing
say.
is, keep the
Caramelized.
bass high.
Caramelized. Ah,
Keep the
That
bass and stay close to the mic.
and that's what you hear out of your own voice.
Yeah, because it comes out of your lungs and your
yeah,
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
Your own voice shakes your eardrums, which makes you hear your voice a lot lower, and then you hear your own voice, and it's like treble.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now you know.
I don't know how long this has
know
been.
that?
How long? When did we start? You guys got here like 6 around there?
Yeah,
I think it's been longer than an hour. Do you think it's been?
No, it's been about 45 minutes. Maybe.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
I could tell
Oh.
you, I sent out a text, remember?
Oh,
That's how we started this thing.
Who'd
Look
you
at that.
text?
Kevin to the save.
Someone special.
Oh, right. How's that going, by the way? You've been separated for a long time.
So we're gonna get real personal.
I do be funny. I'm just kidding.
We
Don't talk
started
about it.
at 6:38 p.m.
Boom. See, I know what's up.
Wow.
I know
Yeah,
my
we got it.
timing
That's
now.
an hour.
Yeah. Well, being a professional filmmaker is tough, man. You gotta spend time away from loved ones for sure.
Absolutely.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, teaching too.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to all do a swear at the same time and donate.
No, I've been pumping money in that machine all day. I'm not doing it
Okay.
again. I got
No,
15
no.
We got
cents
one
here.
more. Ready?
But
We'll
no,
even
I
hold it
totally
together.
agree with this.
Okay.
I'm not fucking doing it again, guys.
Just
Ready?
okay. All right,
We
all
gotta
right.
say
Okay, a big
any
one.
swear word you want.
A big one.
Ready?
No.
3,
Wait,
2,
wait. Okay, are we gonna go on go? Like, or is it gonna be 3, 2, 1?
4. Let's go on the 4th. So 3, 2, 1.
Okay, cool.
Are
Ready?
we going 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3?
3, 2, 1.
This is hard.
I know. Everyone just a swear.
This is the kind of
Swearing's
planning
pretty
that
easy.
went into our film. Okay,
Okay.
3,
2, 1.
Shit. You know what's funny? The whole time these guys are going to swear. In my head, I'm like, I'm going to go along with this. These aren't going to swear at all. I knew for a fact you guys weren't going to swear. 'Cause I'm not an idiot.
That was perfect.
I was like, that's why I said shit, because I was going to use the C word. I'm like, this is going to.
Again.
Yeah, see? It's a descriptive word, but I have no more change up, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You can have mine. I don't need it.
No, I'm I can control my vocabulary.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we got like another 10 minutes.
I would
left. We're
like to
good.
bet you. How much change do we got here?
Okay, I have a question. This isn't TV.
Yeah.
This isn't video related. What do teachers do in the summertime? What do you guys do?
No, man. Nothing.
You
and
guys used to. I mean,
Yeah.
get personal. You guys used to or teach. What?
I got personal.
boating
What's
or something, or like
up? Yeah, we
sailing?
used to. So we,
Yeah.
since we were young,
type of boating.
we grew up sailing, and we would
Right.
take sailing lessons, and then we
Right.
taught sailing. We raced competitively for a long, long time, and then, we used to coach sailing in the summers, but not so much anymore. It was the funnest job. There are these sailing instructors
Was it
out
like
there.
kids, adults, anybody who wanted
You
to
would
go
choose. So
sailing?
typically, it was like 8 to 18-year-olds, or you might have adult lessons, 18 plus in the night.
Little like
Yeah,
little tiny boats.
yeah, little dinghies.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
cool. And you capsize a bunch.
Oh,
safety.
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody
We,
get dinged in the head by the boom?
That's what's called the boom.
Yeah, boom.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here comes the boom. Yeah.
It's actually funny. So like we've still stuck around with it, and we've got our certifications to teach up and coming sailing instructors.
I'll teach teachers.
Yeah, pretty much. But at the last clinic that we were at, we were reflecting, because we have to emulate like the best instructor to say like, this is what you need to do, this is what you
Can't
don't
swear.
do. And we were reflecting on like our own history of being sailing instructors,
Yeah.
and all of this dumb, like completely backward stuff that we used to do. And one of the examples was we used to, like, there'd be like hot days, so like splashing
Sure.
was like a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we had
Is that like a term I don't know?
a 13
Splashing.
I like, okay. Like
Jar.
cooling off in the water.
Sorry, Jar. Sorry.
Did I?
No.
And
Just
we had
using the
a
word
third-
splashing is funny.
We had a
Sorry.
13-foot whaler with
yeah.
like 40 on the back of it, and we would pin it towards a boat.
Just guns.
There'd be like three
Hilarious.
little
That's
8-year-olds. Like, they can't move. They're in a sailboat. And we would beeline it to them as fast as the boat would go.
Yeah.
Within 10 feet, turn the wheel, crank it,
Gotta edit this out.
and the boat would come sideways. We would be within inches, but this giant wall of water would come up and soak them.
Well, you gotta teach kids about rogue waves. Sometimes you get a rogue wave.
Not so much. We grew up in Great Lakes, Ontario.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you become a
Oh.
sailor on the open ocean,
Oh, you fear those.
even the Great
things.
Lakes, how many ships have capsized in the Great Lakes?
True.
Because of a rope.
The old
wave.
Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Evan
Right?
Fitzgerald.
Fair
At
enough.
Lake Superior.
Yeah, that boat is
Who
done.
sings that? The
Gordon
Canadian.
Lightfoot?
That's it. Yeah.
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 There's a joke about it on Seinfeld.
Oh, no way.
She gets the name wrong. She goes, I love Edmund Fitzgerald. And Jerry goes, it's Gordon Lightfoot. She's like, who? Yeah. No, Gordon Lightfoot is a singer. Edmund Fitzgerald is the boat. Anyway.
It's
Uh,
good.
Yeah, but I used to boat when I was a kid. We didn't sail, but
Yeah, yeah.
I took Power Squadron, that kind of stuff when I was
Oh,
younger.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. It's fun. Super fun.
yeah, sailing seems tough to me, but I'd like to get a sailboat.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have any aspirations to get a sailboat and like just have one
Absolutely.
when
The
you're
hard
older?
part
Oh,
is
for
where do
sure.
you keep it? Do you keep it
Expensive.
Squamish, Vancouver, Victoria? Like,
I have a friend of mine who keeps his
Mhm.
I have a friend of mine who keeps his in Point Roberts.
Where's that?
You have to go through the U.S. and around. It's like down
Oh.
because it's in Canada, but you have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go through the U.S. to get to it. I guess apparently.
Because if you want to be like, for me, I'd love to take it on the coast and go surfing with it. So why would I
Yeah.
have it in Squamish and have to sail it all the way down?
Well, it's because it's 20 minutes away, and you could. What's your timing? Do you drive for 3
but then
hours?
driving would be
Way
10,
faster.
20 times faster.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I have some friends who who live on sailboats.
Yeah.
And we've actually been looking recently to try to maybe look at like houseboating or buying sailboat stuff. And yeah, I mean, I just don't think I'm gonna do it. But so now that you're not doing that summer, you're just gonna. What do you do this summer?
Just hang out.
Nice.
Doing
Mhm.
some more video work, rock
Cool.
climbing. Kevin's got a bike.
I just bought a bike
Yeah,
today.
go
saying.
biking now. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
we should go biking.
Mm-hmm.
Is my roommate coming out? Oh no, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey.
He comes in, he just walks right
Hi.
by. There's a bunch
Yeah.
of podcasts we just walks through. That's cool. Yeah, summertime. It's on.
It's
for
good.
us, right?
Yeah. We've had a couple. It's been a good start so far.
We've been 6 for 6 so far.
Yeah, yeah. We went to the old backyard barbecue, which was pretty fun. And shout out to Gibbons. That was pretty dope.
Oh, it was good, eh? Big sugar.
Oh.
Big sugar. Legit
I
or
actually
what?
saw.
yeah. No, it was really fun.
Well, he knows Aaron Leyland,
Oh yeah, you saw him.
Oh,
and he gave him a high five, and I was right behind him, so I gave him a high five too. But you could tell he had no idea where it was.
yeah.
You know, he's
I
dragging
was
him in the
like,
bushes.
It's so
Yeah,
dark.
I killed you one day.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Leyland's funny. He's probably wasted. Sorry, Aaron.
That was It was good. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
schmammered.
I almost
Festival.
I almost sponsored it for the company I work for. We just couldn't.
Oh.
Just didn't seem like a beneficial thing. But I wanted to go for sure. I just
Yeah, yeah.
couldn't make it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
What was I gonna say?
I don't know if anyone paid for tickets.
I don't think it's. I think Jesse. Did you guys get through Gibbons or something? Get hooked up? Or
Yeah,
what?
through your buddy Craig. And
I
but
don't
like
think
we
it was
just
much. How much?
everyone that I
tickets
talked to.
Tickets were like $60.
I don't think it sold out. I don't
No,
think. I
eh?
think the people. I think they had a bunch of paper. Like when you paper a room, it means you just give away tickets. So if like you're at a comedy shop,
Oh,
they call
I
it
got you.
papering a room. They just give away tickets.
My
My assumption would be that it probably didn't sell out because Big Sugar's not a big enough draw, and it's first
Yeah.
year for it.
but for first year, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, speaking of first year, I'm going to Drunken Public or Pumpkin Public. I might have 2 extra tickets. It's not sold out yet, but it's the 13th of July.
we'll be here.
Bad Religion. Tricks
No
ticket.
effects.
No
Oh,
effects.
man. Oh, dude.
It's gonna be legit.
Craft beer.
My brother and I are going.
I feel like this is a verbal contract. The fact that it's being
It's on air, yeah,
recorded.
for sure. Yeah, whatever.
Perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay, dude.
what we
Hello,
should
viewers.
do is we should do a verbal thank you to everybody all the errands that we
Absolutely.
we haven't done that officially yet, right?
We've done individuals and we've thanked them all, but
So
the stamp collector.
we should thank Aaron Peart. You can go visit him at Fitzsimmons Pub and somewhere else.
I can't remember. Go ask him at Fitz and he'll tell
Go
you.
Fitz, yeah. He might be passed out at the bar.
Mm.
And then
Santos.
Aaron Santos.
Yeah. Sushiville.
You guys can-
Snowboarder, Whistler Valley.
Go see him at Sushi Village. He works the bar there a bunch.
Yeah.
Does he serve too? Just work the bar.
Bar.
Does he do anything
I've
else?
seen him at the bar.
He works there. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's Whistler Valley. Coach.
Oh,
Snowboard.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, cool. And then
Hoag's amazing photos.
Aaron Hogue, yeah, photographer,
Yeah.
flat earther,
Hilariously awesome individual.
yeah,
Oh,
independent.
I
flat earther.
actually asked Hogue. I'm like, did anybody come up to you and ask you if you're a flat earther? She's like, yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
Oh, really? That's even worse than being a flat earther. Hogue, come on.
I explained it to her and she
Yeah.
loved it.
And then
and
Aaron Leyland.
Well, Leyland for sure.
And
yeah.
then I don't think I made chili. Actually,
It was the best part because we picked him up at A-Frame
he was
and
Mm.
then dropped him off.
we picked him
It
up at a brewery. Dropped him back off at a brewery.
was like an
And
hour and a half we needed him for.
Literally,
He's like such a champ. It was so
we went
good.
down a dark road.
Yeah.
And then we have Aaron the Baron Aronson, which
Hey, do you want
is
to duck for a sec?
Yeah, for sure.
Aaron
the Baron Aronson can't
K-
swim from a
Can't even say K Dontas because you're both K Kris Dontas. You can swim.
I can, of course
That's
I
why you
can.
sail.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe just fake the whole time.
But literally from Ontario. We're all from
That's
Ontario.
good.
Oh, we're all from Ontario, by the way.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, transplants.
Can't swim.
Danger. Can't swim.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it was.
Yeah, and then my buddy Corey was
Yeah.
the groomer driver. Thank for him and then Doug
Joe
Mack.
Snow.
Joe Snow.
If you
Yeah.
see the credits, there's no Corey.
Yeah,
There's just
he won't
Joe
go by
Snow.
Corey. He's like just sorry, I call him out.
Yeah.
But then
That's
Doug
not
Mack
Corey.
and Stan, Doug Mack and Stan Kelly, the
Yeah.
mountain guys, helped us out
Mhm.
big time. And
No one could believe that we got the groomer shots.
I can't
Yeah.
believe that we got the groomer shots.
Yeah, we got there and it was peeling down. It's like, oh my gosh, like,
peeling
it's
down.
happening.
What do you mean?
When like it was coming down, the groom was
Oh.
coming down. Like, we
Yeah.
were there waiting. It was,
Yeah.
it was
Mhm.
there.
It's funny because that's one of the things that everyone's like the impenetrable wall at Worcester Blackcomb.
Mm-hmm.
But if you know somebody, it makes it happen.
Who
right?
used to work at Worcester Blackcomb?
Yeah, it works pretty well. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
think like that kind of stuff is like what.
Yeah, I think we need to thank you for
Yeah.
being puppet master and pulling all the right
Should
strings.
we snaps for Ryan?
Yeah.
I'll snap for myself too. I'll snap for you guys. I don't know, man. I mean, we all work out together. I mean, I couldn't film and edit. You know, I don't
Yeah.
have the ideas you have like the
Acting.
chronological ideas of like how things would work and like
Yeah.
like the how to keep things kind of even, and your acting was great.
Yeah.
And I think it just worked out pretty well.
Absolutely. Gary
Yeah.
for next year?
Yeah, I don't know. Next year, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. No, I
Never
want to
know.
do it. We're
Yeah,
gonna do
we
it.
have an idea, so we're gonna.
if we remember.
Yeah, we're not gonna say the idea,
No.
but
Well, the idea. No, just joking.
yeah.
You guys are gonna say I'm gonna blow it out.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be so stressed out
Well,
doing it the second time because the first time we had an excuse. If it
Yeah.
sucked,
Or
we were
no.
like,
but the thing
we've never
is,
done it before.
here's the deal: we didn't win, so people's choice is just whatever. I think
feel
it's,
like that matters more though.
well, it's 1,500 people. Oh, sorry, and everyone says it's not 1,500 people. We got maybe 800 people on our side,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. It's more than
Absolutely.
7 judges. For
okay,
sure.
but
Yeah.
the top prize you have to get the majority of 10 people. People's choice, you have to get the majority of 1,500 people.
it's only 5 judges.
I thought there was 10 judges.
No, there was like 20 pre-judges, adjudicators
Yeah.
who picked the top 10.
Right.
So you have to get them on your side. Then you have to get the next 5. I think it's
Yeah,
6
yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe 5 or 6 judges
Oh, okay.
on
I
your
got
side.
you.
So, I mean,
I feel like winning
The
people's
thing
choice is still prestigious.
like when we walked up there and Feedbank's like, "Hey, I got Ryan Proctor's name on the list. He's never been in this." He's like, "This is the first timer," and I was like, "I think us being out. I'm not sure if us being no namers helped us or
Yeah.
maybe it didn't matter. I don't know.
I don't know if it mattered.
because everybody else had been there before. Like
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
people had been there before.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
few who
yeah.
hadn't,
Well, because I researched afterwards. I was watching some of the old videos.
and most, I would say 90% of people have been there before.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure. And I think we came across, like, I felt like I was drunk on stage. So I was so nervous. I was like, I'll talk. And I'm like, I don't want to talk. But I think that I might have come across a bit like, oh, it's easy. It's casual. Blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, screw these guys.
I honestly think that intro to your video needs to be for the judges. And if you keep that in the back of your head, like, okay, I'm setting, not necessarily like introing the video for these 1,500 people, but like introing it so that the judges understand where we're coming from.
Get your
before
personality.
watching.
That they get who you are as people. They'll get the joke, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Cool.
I don't know. Are we good here?
I think so.
You guys want to keep talking?
I do. This is fun. I could go on for a while.
Yeah, it's good. That's why I like doing it. This is episode 21 because the one
Wow.
I just did 21.
Is that good luck number?
We're old enough to drink in the United States.
Yeah.
Right
I
on.
did episode 21. I recorded one like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's not going to air.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great, but it's not going to air. It might go out someday when I don't care what happens to me, but this one
Behind
is
the
not
scenes
going to
blooper
air.
reel.
So this one's legit.
Great.
But it's episode 21. I'm stoked. I think it's
Absolutely.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what else you have to say. Oh, we got our bomb right there. It's just beer cans and red tape.
That was a funny. Yeah. So it took a bit of time coming
It worked
together
out
with how
surprisingly well.
to make a
Yeah.
bomb.
Because
And we had the watch
literally
up on top.
we
Yeah,
came up
the
with
watch
the
is right
bomb
there.
idea on the fly, being like, how are we going to do this? We need a bomb.
It had to
Okay,
be. It
let's
had to
make
be
a bomb.
outrageous. It had to be
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, and that Pelican case is legit.
But the way we filmed it, you can't super tell that they're tall boy beer cans.
no,
No, they are though.
Yeah, we
It
did.
looks like an
really-
Shout out
Look-
to
it
Coast
looks-
Mountain.
it looks like an Acme. Yeah, shout out to Coast Mountain for sure. Oh,
looks like an Acme bomb.
looks like an
yeah.
Acme bomb. Looks like
Yeah.
Wile E. Coyote put it together.
Yeah.
And
totally.
duct tape holding it all
Yeah,
together.
for sure, totally does. Yeah, it's hilarious. And our
Oh,
prop-
the shirt.
the pops, the
Yeah.
Lululemon shirt. Go grab
Let's
it.
talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Take your headphones off.
So this was so.
If you walk with your headphones on, it causes a scene. So you got to know what's happened before.
So the vision while the other Dontas is getting the shirt was we wanted Kev
Oh, yeah.
to take off his disguise in one swoop movement. So we
Yeah.
had the shirt. The vision was we want a shirt, and let's put a mustache on. We'll put the mustache on the shirt.
Yeah.
So it all rips off as one. He takes puts the glasses back on.
yeah.
And so I'm practicing what the angle's gonna look like, the shot,
Yeah.
and we're kind of coaching Aaron, and then we're getting the shirt ready. Oh no, because we got the shirt ready at our house.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we got Gorilla Tape and basically retaped the seams. So we had
This
it
shirt
cut.
was so tedious.
Isn't the back gone? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
there. Oh, the sleeves. Oh no, it's all
yeah,
there.
yeah. So
Literally-
we
This
had,
has a gin and kombucha stain on it from 3 years ago from a Lululemon party. So
shout out to
yeah.
Ruru.
Lululemon, yeah, nice,
Um,
good shirts for acting in.
So we had a cut down the back and then down the whole arm. So we
Sleeves.
retaped it. But the funny part was
You
we
can
first
see
ripped
it
it.
throughout the whole film too.
Oh yeah, if you have keen eyes and you look
Yeah.
back, you'll see like the clamps that were holding it
Yeah.
all together. But the best part is when we
Yeah.
taped it, when he went to rip it, it was like
It's too strong.
totally.
Gorilla
It's like,
tape.
okay, shot over again. Let's do it again.
That was the thing that got us the most was the shirt malfunction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it took
yeah,
it took
a long
like
time.
a
And then
good
even
time
like
to figure out
the mustache with the fishing line tied to the shirt didn't
Yeah.
work properly,
Yeah.
which is so funny.
My favorite part of that was I threw the beer towel or the bar towel over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And when I ripped it off, it was like doing one of those like magicians.
And
They
the
pull the
flowers are still
tablecloth
standing.
Yeah.
underneath. Yeah. And
Stayed
the
there?
towel was still on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So funny, man. That was a good scene. I'm glad that's the thing I said before. Like that set us off for like how we had to work on the show.
Mhm.
On the
That
day.
was a high point. Like getting that shot, we knew that was the hardest one.
Yeah.
Getting that really set the tone for everything else going
Yeah,
down.
true.
And I think we made it easy for our people.
Oh
If we made it hard for the actors
we're-
to be
we're
in
great
it,
people.
I think it would have been hard for us to pull it off because it would have made
Yeah,
their
true.
job difficult.
Yeah.
All they do is be dead.
Yeah, and we had the mustache.
Oh, the mustache.
Oh yeah, but we,
Yeah, this
we all
was,
made different. That's the best mustache. We all made different
Yeah.
mustaches to see which one we liked.
That was the actual mustache. This was a
This is
prototype.
currently selling on eBay.
I believe this was your mustache that you
We
cut
used
out.
that one?
Yeah,
Really?
the felt
Thing
mustache.
sucks.
This thing was I don't know what style this one was, but
Wait, did we cut this one or is this a legit one?
no, I
don't know
cut
who
that
makes- I don't know
Wow,
who
that's
makes-
really good.
one. I know.
Wow.
The trick was you had to fold the felt and then cut
Right,
the
and trace-
same on both sides.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's how you wear a bow tie.
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Take the
Around
shirt,
that.
yeah.
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 Boom. Shut it off. Oh, almost in the swear jar.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all we had for props, right? What else we did for props? Nothing else except for
The big board. So the board we put
Oh, yeah.
together
Oh, yeah, the board.
halfway through the first day
Yeah.
because we didn't know because we built all of these in the 3 days.
We didn't prepare.
We knew like, hey, we're gonna get this shirt. Like we'll get
for sure.
like, but like the bomb was a last minute idea. This we built all in that one day between the Aaron and the Aaron kill, between the first and second Aaron.
Yeah.
And it came together.
Yeah.
I sacrificed my whiteboard in my room.
Yeah,
It's a whole bunch of nails in it now.
Nails straight.
What I'm saying is though, we didn't strive for perfection that would have held us up.
Yeah.
We strived for what's funny, what makes the mark, and what gets the job done. I think
Absolutely.
is how we did it. I
Yeah.
think we strived for perfection, which a lot of filmmakers do, which you have the time for sure.
Yeah.
Commend it, but we strived for what's going to get the point across that makes us funny. I think it's like, I mean, it's clearly a marker on a whiteboard that's not coming off anymore.
Oh no.
But
That's a whiteboard.
and even just now, we just use bent up hangers to keep this thing from falling out
Little
behind
did
us.
you know,
Yeah,
viewers,
that's a perfect testament to our
ingenuity.
Yeah.
MacGyverness.
Yeah,
our
exactly.
film.
Budget.
Well, I think we hit everything.
I think so. Shot list, the morning, lack of
One camera, one editor,
Mm-hmm.
dynamic
3
shots,
days.
Pirate jokes.
fake bus stop,
Pirate jokes, fake bus stop.
Yeah.
What else we do? Did we miss anything?
What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
Poop.
Dr. Dre.
Why does it rhyme with Snoop? Oh, it rhymes. God damn.
That was a joke I wanted to tell you. Just pop right back in.
Yeah, sweet. I don't get jokes. Okay. Well, yeah, dudes. I don't know. I think we're
Yeah.
smashing dead horse here, but I think it was cool. I'm really stoked that we got to work together. I'd like to see us do it
Yeah.
again sometime.
Absolutely.
People have been asked. I got some feedback on our Facebook post. We should do these more often. We should do like 1 minute videos, the 3 of us do stuff.
Oh, I'm super down.
Oh yeah,
So
I think it's funny.
definitely down.
You guys have summer off. I work, but I work from home. We could do things, you know.
well, stay tuned for Tall Tales.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a little
Well,
series.
we
gonna
were
start
talking
to
about
do.
maybe starting a YouTube channel where all of our just like
Silly
weird
ideas.
short film ideas.
You just tell stories on stilts. Is that Tall Tales? Try not to fall off your stilts. Hold on.
This is why we work well with Proctor.
Because then he comes up with the idea, and I'm like, how can I film this?
Just film the feet. Like
Yeah.
it's like a cross screen. Like it's like bottom and feet. It's like, so yesterday I went to the bank and it's like, you trying to stay on the stilts? It'd be hilarious.
Well, so here's a
just
question I
out
want to
the
go
window.
off on. Because
Hi,
we
welcome
know
to
this.
Tall Tales.
Yeah, still, I had stilts when I was a kid. They're easy to build.
What were the comedies that you grew up in that you would say defines your humor? Because for us, it's Monty Python. Our dad showed us Monty
Oh
Python
yeah, for sure.
at a pretty young age, and like Holy Grail, Life of Brian. Those
Yeah.
are the 2 like pinnacle movies that kind of defined our comedy.
For me, comedy when I was a kid, I mean, I don't know. I don't have I wasn't like in those nostalgia. I watched a lot of Saturday Night Live when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. So stand up.
I watched tons of cartoons. I watched like Will Smith and like Fresh Prince stuff. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I watched like honestly, I watched Welcome Home Cotter.
Oh yeah.
I watched old like 70s. I mean, I'm 40, so I
Yeah.
watched like old like I watched like Full House, and I watched like
Yeah.
what's the racist guy there? All in the Family. I watched that.
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but also my parents split up, and I just became kind of reckless.
Mm.
So my comedy became attention getting, and it became more
Right.
like
You're that kid.
I tried to be like, as you know, I swear a lot. I tried to be
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like get attention.
Right.
But I also realized that nothing really matters. Everyone's got to calm down and have thick skin. So that's where my
Yeah.
comedy kind of comes from. That I don't know. I think my comedy comes from trying to get attention, but the fuel for it, in my later, like say last like 15 years, Seinfeld's huge influence on me. For
Yeah,
sure. And that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of comedy and stand up comedy in general is huge. for me.
Yeah, we watch a lot of Just for Laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah,
Channel
yeah.
44.
Tons.
I watch stand up comedy for me has
Yeah.
been a huge thing I watched my whole life. Like
Yeah.
late night television shows. I watched a lot of talk shows. I watched a lot of things that were like kind of like almost reality.
Mm-hmm.
Other than like those scripted shows from back in the day, but
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
nothing really recent. You know, I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine now, but
Yeah.
what got me in the early on is, I don't know. I think it's just my rebellious, just trying to get a laugh.
Yeah.
Honestly, a couple of my friends, Josh and Rob, when I was a kid, and Chris, those guys were out of control, and they were my best friends. They were when I was a kid. I don't really see them. I don't know where they are right now, but
Yeah.
I don't know I'm not sure. I can't
Cool.
pinpoint it.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, but I can see when I talk to you guys, I know you guys have like that historical kind of cinematic funniness, you know, especially Life of Brian. Life of Brian's
Yeah.
huge for me for sure. Life of Brian's
Yeah,
a big one. I
yeah.
don't really know the other ones, but I just think things are funny, and I
Absolutely.
get. But when I talk to you guys, I get how you guys know how to make things funny.
Yeah,
Like, get that. So you've seen you've seen how comedy works.
That's why this.
And I've heard how it works.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's where I get
absolutely.
it from.
Yeah. Totally.
But
Yeah, we didn't tell you this, but our first filmmaking ever, we had a webcam attached to our computer, and we started making stop motion films.
Oh, cool.
So we know like the process behind it,
Right.
and how much work
You're
goes
so
into
good
it.
at it.
Go to Lego Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
My
had
first
moving
video
Lego
that I
Men,
made
yeah.
actually was a plasticine porno. I made it. I made it in university. I had a class.
you told me.
I had a class called Humor and the Power of Laughter.
Yeah.
And I made a plasticine porno. And you can see our hands, everything in there. I won't talk because I don't want. It's equal to a swear jar.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my first, and it was full on like super funny. You couldn't see that on the TV because it's there. But anyway, yeah.
That's amazing.
I think just outlandish ideas. People, I think that's where I get it from, and I think
Yeah.
we just work well together.
You said
Absolutely.
you did really well in that class, right?
I got
they loved
110% in that on that project, and the video is gone because it got passed around faculty in school, the VHS tape.
No way.
It's got sent
Oh,
around.
no
to the
way.
teachers, so I don't know
Oh,
where it is
man.
anymore. But George in college was like, "This guy, it's called Getting Your Money's Worth." It had Michael Jackson beat it in the background. It was a song, and it was this horrible plasticine.
Oh my god.
And
That's
all I did
awesome.
was I sat in that class, and I didn't want to be part of it. I wanted to be in the
Right.
class. I didn't want to be part of this group, so I didn't try to get a group. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody pick your friends. I'm like, I don't know anybody. I don't want to be part of it. So I sat there. I didn't pick anybody. I'm like, I'm gonna just wait till the last 3 people aren't picked. I'm like, you guys come with me. I got an idea.
Yeah.
They're like, cool. Okay. And they're like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, they're like, we can do this. I'm like, we're doing this. And then it was killer. Our teacher almost had a heart attack. He's a big fat guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're gonna be okay, man. You want like a defibrillator or something? He was like, anyway.
That's amazing.
Anyway, that's my first film I ever
Cool.
made. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. Great work
Yeah.
with you guys for sure. It's good chat. And
Absolutely.
yeah. We'll do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for hosting us on your podcast.
Thanks for coming along. Thanks for being part of it all. It's great. That's gonna help me sync the audio at the end too. It's perfect. Yeah.
And then what do we got here?
What are we doing? Shout out to anybody?
We shouted out
Instagram handles. Do you care? People know. Is your Chris
I'm
Danger?
useless
Chris
on social
Dontas.
media.
Chris Dontas?
yeah, his
With a
Kevin
K?
Dontas. K. KRIS.
KRIS? Like KRIS1?
KRIS. What's that?
KRS1?
What's that?
What? KRS1? You're going to make fun of me? Look up KRS1 and listen to his hip hop.
Okay.
It is the backbone for many hip hop artists right now.
Oh, okay.
As white as I am, it is literally the backbone for many politically charged hip hop.
Okay.
For real.
Cool,
He's
cool.
a legend.
Okay.
KRS1 for sure.
Will do.
I don't know who he is either.
I don't know either.
You're going to love it. It's killer for
Cool.
sure. It's good.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get
Yeah.
educated.
Yeah. It's like killing Aaron. It's so good. Yeah. Then you're Kevin Dontas at Instagram.com.
Yep, at Instagram.com.
Yeah. And now I'm Proctor gone. So yeah, guys, until next time, thanks for coming by. Peace.